Godzilla was given to the Nissan R32 Skyline GTR by Australian motoring journalists when it was released here in Australia nearly 20 years ago. Like the giant reptile monster, the GTR hailed from Japan and destroyed everything in its path. Just like the Bathurst-conquering GTRs of yesteryear, Mark Berrry and Russell Newman's GTR is doing the same thing. We saw the car at the New South Wales Dutton Rally, where Mark took fastest outright, and together they took out the fastest team. It annihilated everything from Evo Lancers and WRXs to Ferraris and Porsches. It even took down a 700 horsepower twin-turbo GT3.
Hi, my name is Mark Berrry, 31 years of age from Brisbane, Queensland, and I drive the black R32 GTR. I think it's a Nissan thing about cars. Driven a few Evos and STIs, nothing like driving a GTR. It's built to do anything really. Hill climbs, street sprints, Duttons, track days.
Mark Berrry and Russell Newman compete in events that require two drivers, so it made sense to jointly build a race car. The guys built the car for hill climbs, circuit sprints and tarmac rally events. In the last 2 years, the car has set a host of track records and taken out a multitude of events against some very hardcore machinery.
I've always had Nissans and I've always wanted a GTR. Could never afford a GTR when I was younger, and as soon as the first one came up I bought it. There's just something about them. I've got this car, which we do sprints and tarmac rallies and so forth. I've got another R32 that's just a street car, and I've also got a R33 that we're building to do track work. The two of us own the car for quite a few reasons. The main reason was we own a business together. We both drive the car, both enjoy the car, and we both like working on it.
The car's quite unassuming at first glance. The car's street legal and registered, and if it wasn't for the stickers, you probably wouldn't look twice at it. But with 104s around Wakefield and low 10-second quarters on street tyres, you'd be severely fooled. The body kit is a Nismo N1 item, and the rims are R34 GTR items, which measure 18 by 9 inches and are very lightweight. We headed to Russell's workshop, RGM Maintenance, to take a closer look at the GTR and its winning formula.
There, we've had it about 3 years now, and we've pretty much changed everything about the car. We're both mechanics. I'm an auto electrician by trade. Just enjoy the fact of that we can work in our own car and do our own thing instead of relying on someone else to try and make it quick.
In motorsport, the car needs to be fast and reliable. Hi-Octane provided all the upgraded internals to toughen up the RB26. To compete in their chosen fields, the boys had to make the GTR both powerful and responsive. And turbos don't get any more responsive than Nismo N1 items. These turbos come on boost almost as fast as the factory items, but amazingly, the guys have pushed out 400 kilowatts at all four wheels on 1.7 bar, explaining the easy 10-second quarters with a best of 10.2 at 137 miles an hour. The turbos suck through Apexi pod filters inside a custom airbox and blow through a G-Ready intercooler kit. They expel exhaust gases into custom heat-wrapped dump and front pipes, which merge into a 4-inch exhaust system. Fueling the beast is a custom surge tank with twin Bosch fuel pumps and SARD 800cc injectors in a SARD twin-entry fuel rail with a SARD fuel reg. Keeping temperature under control is paramount in motorsport, and Hi-Octane also provided the cooling system parts, including high-volume sump, N1 oil and water pumps, Earl's oil cooler, Koyo radiator, and ARC bleed system. Mark and Russell also fitted a custom water tank behind the passenger seat for the intercooler and radiator water spray. Electronics are handled by split-fire coil packs, Autronic CDI and Autronic ECU. The drivetrain was upgraded to motorsport spec with the fitment of a PPG straight-cut dog engagement gear set, NPC twin-plate clutch, and ultra-cool carbon fibre tail shaft.
You got to drive them, and the more you drive it, the more faults you find, and the better you make the car suit yourself. Someone else can get in the car and might not like the way it drives. Russell and I we sit in the same position in the car, the seat doesn't move, and we both like the way it drives and the way it stops, and it all works well for both of us. It's probably more built specifically for cold tyres, short sprints, but yeah, most events it goes to, the car's fast and everyone knows what it is and everyone respects how fast the car is.
With making and holding the power taken care of, the car also needed to be able to use it and pull up. The boys modified the chassis rail and floor to fit the tilt-in pedal box. A brake bias adjuster, hydraulic handbrake and braided lines were also installed to maximise the effectiveness of the massive AP Racing brakes front and rear. The boys went all out in the suspension department with IKEA Formula adjustable rear lower control arms to adjust track, Teen caster rods, white line sway bars, Noltec front camber arms, and the high cast was removed. Because the car is mostly used in road-based events, Teen Super Street items with EDFC were fitted to help put the power down. To stiffen up the chassis, a full weld cage was fitted to the stripped interior. Like the rest of the car, the interior is all business. Recaro seats hold in the driver and co-driver, and Greddy gauges and stack dash provide the engine details. Mark and Russell's GTR is a perfect example of a car built for a purpose and built to win, but the guys are working on a new GTR to be even faster.
Our plans really are probably to upgrade, just to go to a better car. Hopefully I'll sell some of them to pay for the next ones. But yeah, definitely, it's hard to go past the GTR.